All right, so let me share some research with you that can be a little bit shocking, so be prepared. Hold on to your seat. 3,000 employees across the country, all millennials. What didn't show up in the data patterns is the details around female employees, but more males expect a 60% increase in salary within a 5-year period, which many of you may find outrageously shocking. And so the data pattern around female employees didn't necessarily show a data pattern, but there was a very strong one with males. They're likely to have 3 times more job changes than the previous generation. So I think as a Gen Xer, many of my colleagues, and including myself in terms of popping in and out of academia, I've had lots of job changes, so 3 times more is a little bit shocking. 40% say that work-life balance is essential. And the one thing about millennials is that in previous research we identified that many millennials will leave organizations in situations where espoused values are in conflict with lived values. So we're all aware of what the values look like when they're posted on the wall in the office, right? When a millennial sees things out of step, they tend to react quite negatively, and they tend to take that to task. So they will question that. Well, wait a second, your values say this, but you're acting this way. And so interestingly enough, that's correlated with this whole 40% around work-life balance. So there are certain boundaries that millennials have that are much stronger than previous generations. And then 20% actually say they will leave an organization if in fact they don't have good coworker relationships. So in past generations, sometimes what we did is we just kind of lived with things. I mean, I know I'm a perfect example as a Gen Xer. There are some things that I just simply accepted. This generation, there are many things that they don't accept. And so they reject it and they will look for another job. And quite frankly, they have the skills, so they're at liberty to find another opportunity and certainly move on from there in terms of promotional opportunities or just exploring the breadth and depth of a career, for example, in the accounting profession.